Good morning, friends. Good morning to you, and I hope you are enjoying your day. My name is Tunji, and I'm going to be teaching you how to build a web application rapidly, a Java-based or Groovy-based web application using the Grails framework. The Grails framework is a very powerful tool for web developers, especially those who specialize in Java or Groovy. And the front end can be built in any scripting language or JavaScript framework. You can use HTML, CSS, Angular JS, what have you. The site for the framework is grails.org, as we can see, and you can start using the framework by downloading the appropriate version. There is also some tutorials that you can follow to enhance your knowledge, but I'm going to be showing you how to get started, and you see it's a very good framework to rapidly create web applications. So you download Grails. Once you download, the download just requires that you have Java installed on your system. Then you download the Grails framework package. It's just a folder that you deploy in a directory of your choice. In my own case, I have installed the Grails framework, although I didn't show it in this tutorial, but I will maybe in subsequent tutorials. And I've set the path and all the necessary things for me to be able to run an application from anywhere in my system. So if we can see, I have the C utilities and Grail directory. This is where I create all my web applications, and you can see quite a list of them there. So we are going to be creating a new application, and I'm going to show us how rapid Grails framework can be. So I will start by issuing the create command for Grails, which is Grails create -half, then your application name. So I will call it rapid start app. Just hit your enter, and within a few seconds, Grails will create your application. Now, one thing I want you to note is that we create an application by just running a command, and you can also do quite a number of things by just running commands, and your application gets started in little time. So I have installed Grails 2.4.4 version, and we can see that's what Grail is using to create my application. So we need to wait for some time to get our application created, and while that is going on, we shall navigate into the folder where we expect our applications to be. I have created it in C. Then we have the utilities folder. Then in there we have the Grail folder, and there we have the rapid. Because Grails is still creating my application, so it has not yet come here, but very soon we expect it to pop up here. So we can see what Grails is telling us: application Grails application created, and we can find it here. So let's navigate our folder. I will have to refresh this, and we should have our application somewhere here. Yes, so we can see the application is given a standard directory structure. For a normal web application, we have the web app folder, test, Grails app, lib, and so on and so forth. So where we are going is, if we go into the Grails app folder, we see the controllers folder, the domain folder, and the views folder. Those are the three main folders that we need. Then what two things we are going to do now is we navigate the views folder to see how we can start creating the front end for our web application, and also we see how we can easily view the website we have created. To do that, Grails also has a command, which is Grails run -app, then the app name, which is rapid app. So if we hit that, Grails automatically fires our application, and we are able to view our website. But while that is loading, I want us to look into the views folder for our website, and we can see the index page, error page, and the layout page. I'm having an error here. Okay, you get this error when you run your command in the wrong place. As I said before, we created our application inside this Grails folder. So to run our application, we have to navigate into the project, which is rapid start app. Then we can run our command. So if we take a look at the index, normally the index file is what loads when you fire up your website, and instead of having index.html or JSP, Grails uses a particular one called GSP. So if we try to open that with any text editor, you can see we have a familiar HTML markup that we can easily manipulate. So I will just go into the index page and just change one or two things to show us how it works. Now Grails is trying to run our application, so we don't need to, at least when we are developing, we don't need to maybe set up a web server or an application server. Grails takes care of all this. So we can see in our index.gsp, I will just change this to welcome to our rapid application. Then I will save and close. Then another thing we need to note is any change we make, Grails automatically saves these changes and deploys it in the front end. What I'm saying is, if you are viewing your website and you see that you need to make a change, you can just go and make the change, and just at a refresh, a click on the browser, it automatically reflects your changes. Now we can see this is the process of running an application. Grails is ensuring that all necessary packages are downloaded all necessary files are created such that you are able to run your application. Grails can be used for a variety of developments, from websites to big web applications, Java applications, integration applications, and so on. So we just wait a few minutes for our application to be fired by Grails. Then we can go to our browser and view the website. So now Grace is running our application after compiling and making sure that all files are placed where necessary. And in some seconds now, our application shall be up and running. As we await that, let me also show us that the server side, that is the data side of Grails, is also something very simple. As you have the folder created as a domain, and all you need to do to set up the database is to just create some classes, and they automatically be turned into the database. Grails is very flexible, and you can use any database of your choice, ranging from in-memory database down to MySQL, MS SQL, for any database of your choice. So if we go into the Grails app folder, we see the domain folder. This is where our data goes. In the controller folder, this is where all our controllers go. And in the views folder, that is where our HTML, CSS, and so on goes. So this is basically an overview of the Grails application. And when I start the tutorials, I'm going to be teaching how to download and install Grails, the Grails framework, how to get started creating simple websites, as I've shown here. And from there we start looking at how to create a view, how to create a controller, how to create the domain, and how Grails matches all of them together to produce a complete application. Now our application has been started and it's running on this URL. You can see Grails uses the default port of 8080, and there is a way you can change it if you do not want to use 8080. So we navigate to our application, localhost 8080 /rapid start app. I hit enter and my application is launched. My system is a bit slow. due to some background applications that I'm running, but here we have our website. So you see it says welcome to Grails, and we have all the content that we had in our index.html file. So if we want to edit anything, we can just go into our index.html. So we have edited, and the changes will automatically take effect. So I'm going to be using Edit Plus at this time. So this is just the basis of the Grails application. So we can change this to look like we want our website to look. So thank you for being with me, and I will be looking forward to the approval of my proposal, and if any recommendations, so that I can start the production of the videos for the tutorial. Thank you.